Yeah, imagine if I put stuff into the recording that was fun, like my life story
Because
about...
that whole SpongeBob bit could have been a clip.
Yeah, the SpongeBob trauma is now a secret.
Yes.
So anyway, Dia doesn't like SpongeBob because she's bad.
Yeah. She is un-American.
Which is bad, as we all know. You're either part of the Imperial Core, or you're somebody we get to abuse.
Yeah.
I am recording now, by the way.
What else do I expect from someone who lives in an area where they pronounce it soda culture?
Soda culture!
Does Russia have a culture? Or is it just kind of vaguely drink a potato and be sad?
That is their culture, yes.
That is our culture, yes.
It's potato, depression, cold, and Soviet Union.
Oh, and hyperviolence.
Yes. No, that's us.
No. No, you were dead wrong. Russia's way worse. You are so wrong.
Oh my gosh,
America has a mass shooting problem because it has incredible levels of, like, political instability and some gun nuts and a lack of regulation. Russia's actually just a hyper-violent place with not a lot of respect for human life.
They can live where they live.
It's not a lie. Dia will attest. This is pretty accurate.
It is. So
like,
yeah.
When you talk to people online about politics, people who have like no respect for life, or people who seem to think that killing is cool, who come from like a remotely rich country, it's always the Russians.
Also,
from a poor country, it's justified because they hate us and they probably should.
Yeah.
Russia did it to themselves mostly.
Yeah. Russia did all their level grinding and murder on themselves.
So yeah, why don't we say hello 2 minutes into the recording?
I just wanted to start this off with something that would bother you, because you tried to cover up your darkness.
What? What darkness? Yeah, hello!
Yeah, hello, Dia's afraid of SpongeBob, that darkness.
Dia's afraid of turning into a snail.
To be fair, she kind of already did.
Turn into a snail?
Yeah, I've played her in Showdown. She takes a while to do her moves.
Dia being slow is like the most enduring Dia meme.
It for some reason is.
That reason is that you're slow.
What?
The meme is that you're slow because you're slow.
What?
What?
Hey Dia, I'm gonna get you a new profile picture. It's gonna be a slowpoke.
Well, I like
in a Santa hat.
I
do too.
That does sound cute. So yeah, let's switch to the video.
It needs to have a Santa hat.
I'm not nearly gonna play.
No, actually, Dia, you should make your profile picture be a Padoru face stapled onto a slowpoke's head and give it a Santa hat. So
I was really gonna say that myself. Jesus fucking Christ. And fuck you for taking my bit.
Nah, it's my bit, and you tried to get in there first, but...
Just slap Padoru on top of a slowpoke?
As in, a slowpoke with a Padoru face and a Santa hat.
I couldn't draw that.
Just that stupid expression with the wide open eyes and mouth, you know?
This is gonna be the perfect...
This is gonna be the worst Christmas present Dia ever gets herself.
Possibly. Anyway, let me look at the video game.
No.
New game. Since all that 6-hour stuff last month?
Yeah, the tutorial stuff, yeah.
That's just a prologue.
I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, nor known to life, have withstood pain to create many weapons. Yet, those hands will never hold anything. So as I pray, unlimited blade works. 体はする気でできている。潮当てつれ、心を明からす。幾度の戦場を越えて腐敗。ただ一度の敗戦もなく、ただ一度の勝利もなし、担い手を国に一人、剣の奥ろてつるうつ。なら
Oh
ば、
no, we
我が
lost
生
him.
涯の意味は得らず、その体は無限の剣できていた。
We
When I
lost
came
him.
to, I was lying in a burning field.
Show off.
It must have been a big fire. The familiar town was an unrecognizable, smoking ruin. It looked like a scene from a war movie. The sight didn't last long, though. As morning dawned, the fires gradually died down. The towering walls of flame shrunk to embers, and most of the buildings looked to have collapsed. It felt so strange, being the only unchanged thing in the town. I was the only one left alive. I was either fortunate, or the house I'd been inside was built in the luckiest ground of all time. Either way, I was the only one alive. Since I had survived, I felt I needed to keep on living. I walked aimlessly, thinking it would be dangerous to remain where I was. It wasn't that I wanted to avoid becoming what had happened to everyone around me. Those scorched, blackened masses. It wasn't a feeling of disgust. Some other emotion was driving me on. At the same time, I had no hope. It was a miracle I was alive at all, and I didn't think I was going to last much longer. There was just no way in hell I was going to survive. There was simply no way I would ever escape this crimson hellscape, no matter what I did. That was how desperate, how hellish this place was, even through the eyes of a young boy. And then I collapsed. Either there was no air around me, or I simply couldn't breathe anymore. I just collapsed, and all I could do was to look up at the slowly clouding sky. Scorched black masses around me lay motionless. The dark clouds covered the sky, promising rain. Good. The rain will put out the fires. I took one final deep breath and looked up at the rain clouds. I couldn't breathe, but I still felt pain. I said that out loud, on behalf of all those people who couldn't say those words themselves. That was 10 years ago. Miraculously, in the midst of all that, I was saved. My physical body survived. But everything else was scorched, reduced to ash. When a young child loses their parents or their home, there's really nothing left of them. And so, everything other than my body perished. But as simply as possible, in exchange for my body living, my heart died.
Damn.
I'm really glad you didn't give me a chance to make a Pokemon the movie 2000 reference.
I'm dreaming. I squinted, seeing a bright white light. It was blinding. Light stabbed at my eyes when I woke. I doubted I really knew what the sensation of blinding light was in the first place. What? As my eyes adjusted, I woke, alarmed. I was lying in a bed I didn't recognize, in a room that I didn't recognize.
An unfamiliar ceiling.
I was honestly stunned, but the cleanliness of the white room made me feel at ease. Where am I? I looked blankly at my surroundings. The room was spacious, and beds lined it in neat rows. All the beds were full, and it looked like each bed's occupant was injured. But the room didn't feel depressing at all. Everyone injured survived. I let my eyes wander. I looked out the window. The clear blue sky was so incredibly beautiful.
The picture is not a clear sky.
That's pretty clear sky, from my perspective.
It's clear-ish.
I don't know, it's partly cloudy.
I would consider that a clear sky. That's not a lot of cloud.
Mm.
I mean, it's a moderate amount of cloud. Are we really going to discuss this?
Those
Yes,
are
we are.
white clouds.
Okay, fine. Okay, we ball. That's a partially cloudy day, not a clear sky.
Look, arguments don't end until I win and Dia loses.
Well, Dia loses by default and you win by default, but we're still doing it just for the bit.
Unfortunately,
A few days passed. More or less accurate.
Yes.
Dia actually has not won a bet yet. We've done about half a dozen of these. She's lost all of them badly.
The one bet I made with Dia that she won, I specifically made with the purpose of losing.
You
A few days
did?
passed.
Yes, the one with the fan art for Dragon Quest. Or whatever.
Oh.
I specifically made that bet with you knowing I would lose because you'd be like, I'm boost to Ben, I'm not gonna fucking lose to Nuzzy.
True. I'm resisting so very hard to not make slime reincarnation fan art.
Yeah.
Because the
And I was
demon
like,
girl
I'm
was
gonna play
cute.
into this. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna play into this. Either way, Dia's gonna do what I wanted to do.
I mean, honestly, slime reincarnation is like, it's fine. It's just fluff.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like not a masterpiece, but like it's fun to watch. It's not offensive
Yeah, it's
in any way.
It's candy. It's candy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah. Anyway, a few days passed. I was finally able to take in the situation. I had no problem remembering what happened the days before. But I wasn't much different from a newborn during this time. Strange as it is, I was closer to the truth than might seem possible. The fire was just that bad. I was rescued from the fire. I awoke in a hospital. My parents were gone and my entire body was wrapped in bandages. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I did know that I was alone. It didn't take long for me to accept my circumstances. Maybe I had no choice, really. All the other children were in the same boat. And then later, the moment I, naive as I was, started to worry about what would become of me, he walked in. He appeared the day my bandages came off and I started eating on my own. His hair was disheveled, his suit tattered. He looked a bit younger than my doctor. looked more like someone's older brother than someone's father. Hello, you must be Shiro. His beaming smile seemed to blend into the pouring white sunlight. His voice was somehow irritatingly fake, yet extremely gentle. I'll come right to it. Would you rather go to an orphanage, or go home with a man you just met?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? He just sat down.
He was offering to take me in.
You gotta give him a point, like, he went straight to the point.
See, Dia, we're autistic. We think that's a good thing.
Isn't it?
Normal people are wrong and bad and don't think that.
Normal people are, yes,
Wrong and bad, exactly.
wrong and bad. Why? Why all the fluff if you can just tell me what you want?
Well, sometimes that fluff is bullying, which is exactly what you need.
Shut up.
It's very fun to bully you sometimes, Dia.
I do it because it's moral. You think I'm joking. I'm not.
Dia, you should know offense now by this point.
I have successfully changed your habits and some of your lifestyle by bullying. For the better.
Like making you talk more.
At least it is for the
It was a
better.
really good strategy. It was a really great strategy. By making it impossible for you to either win or lose talking, all you could do was talk. There was no point in perfectionism and no point in fear.
Yeah.
It was a very good strategy. It worked. Luckily, I had a willing and pliant patient.
You're welcome, Dia.
Thank you.
Okay. I can't rub it in too much because I don't want to try to take credit for everything. But arguing that way is fun because when she tries not to do what I say, I get to bring that up.
Ooh.
Shut
And
up.
for a second there, I was gonna be like, okay, how long is it gonna keep this going?
Up until the point when I bring this up. Because I'm holding both Kiritsugu and Shiro, I want you to take the narration.
Which one? Me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or-
Why would it ever be you, Dia?
Oh, okay.
Well, you see, the thing is, Dia, Nuzzy doesn't voice nearly enough right now. Whereas you're about to get a lot of main characters today.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I
finally
might
some
very
female
well not
characters
voice
for
any,
me to
any main
voice.
characters today.
I'm kind of sad, though, that you didn't prepare a replacement. Like, you could have invited Lily. She would have been allowed to take over for the day.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, I didn't want to bring it up because I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to make her have the expectation that we want Lily to be there, or she has to be there, in case things come up.
Because
Mm.
I brought up, in the first place, the idea of having her as an auxiliary.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Nuzzy, I choose you.
Nazi! He was offering to take me in. I asked if we were related. He said we were complete strangers. He looked like an unremarkable, unreliable guy. But then again, he was no more or less familiar than the orphanage. So I decided I'd go with him.
Oh, good. Then let's pack up quickly. It'd be best if you got used to your new home as soon as possible.
He started gathering my things hastily. Even as young as I was, I could see he wasn't good at any good at it. And after he made a mess packing,
I forgot to mention one important thing. Before you come with me, there's one thing you need to know.
he turned, asking for confirmation. He asked so casually, as if asking me if there was somewhere I wanted to go.
Yep. Let me be direct with you. I'm a magician.
He said it in a serious, almost ceremonious manner. It happened so fast. Now that I think back, I was also immature. I just accepted his words as fact. I took it neither as a joke or genuine statement.
Really? That's so cool, Pops.
I guess I said something like that, eyes wide with astonishment. I will never be able to actually visualize Shiro, young or old, saying, "What, really? That's so cool, Pops!"
That's why he phrases it as, I probably said something like that. You know, he's got this kind of disconnection from his younger self. That he was essentially in a fugue state in this entire experience, and so he can't even relate to what he might have said.
So
Mhm.
even then, I know for a fact he would have
I
said,
know.
"Yes, you father." And I was his
Also,
child.
also, we should probably mention this to the viewers, but we don't have Egg today. Yeah, she is busy.
It's not that
Practice
she's
my
busy, it's that she's cringe.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
I mean, here's the thing. We were all hungry. We all wanted breakfast. Or in Dia's case, first meal of the day. And we were like, hey, let's make an omelet. And we
You
only
want to
had
break
one.
down yet?
Yeah, we gotta break a few eggs.
Oh my gosh, I did do eggs for breakfast today because I ran out of milk for cereal.
Do it.
Well,
I ate it
for what it's
her,
worth,
and now I have to voice Arthur. Sorry, Saber.
You ate her, now you get her speaking roles. That's how it works in this server.
correct.
And I was his child. Actually, I don't remember how that conversation went.
Told you.
But every now and then, my old man would bring it up. He would recount that scene over and over, acting all embarrassed. That scene might have been the happiest day of my old man, a man named Kitsuguru Emiya's life.
Kiritsugu.
Kiritsugu.
Kiritsugu, sorry, I said Kiritsugu, didn't I?
Nope, you said Kitsurugu.
Yeah.
Kiritsugu, Emiya's life. You can say that it was one thing for him to tell a recently orphaned kid he was a magician. But I was no better the way I so eagerly bought into it. And that was how my old man adopted me. Now I took the last name Emiya. Shiro Emiya. When I said that name out loud, I felt really proud of having the same last name.
Oh wow, that sounded like you were underwater.
That's because he was. I was waterboarding him.
Yeah, Ben keeps trying to kill me every single time I talk. So that's why he wanted to give me the narration role right now. More
That's
chances
correct.
to kill me.
This is completely accurate. This is the legally accurate thing.
He's
So,
trying to see how much water I can be subjected to without dying, and also if I'm actually able to float.
It's not very much, to be honest.
so
He
do
keeps
you
dying.
wanna read the last line again?
Sure. When I said that name out loud, I felt really proud of having the same last name as Kiritsugu. I'm dreaming. From my childhood. It's probably about 8 years ago. Since about the time when I talked my old man into making me his apprentice. Kiritsugu had started going away on a regular basis once I was old enough to stay home by myself. He'd always give me some childish, unbelievable explanation like, I'm going to go on an adventure around the world. And he'd actually do it.
Fun.
From then on, that's how it always was. It was unusual for him to be gone for a month, and at times he didn't come home for half a year. It's not unusual to feel loved by anyone. The Emiya Mansion is an expansive Japanese samurai-style house, and Kiritsugu and I were the only ones living there. It felt too big and empty for a child like me, and at times I felt lost. But I liked my life there. Whenever Kiritsugu came home from his trips, he would brag and tell stories like an excited child. And another child, one who shared his last name, always looked forward to those stories.
Kirisuno sounds fun. A
I
fun
may have been
name.
alone in the mansion, but Kiritsugu's stories always helped lessen that.
So Kiritsugu, Shiro considers him to have been a great dad for him, to have been like a great guy. You'll find out about his backstory, but he's had his own tough life.
Yeah. And also, remember, that's Shiro saying he's a good dad. Shiro has...
No. Shiro's an authority on being a good parent. Are you kidding me?
Oh?
And he
Yes.
learned...
He is basically a housewife crammed into a kid. He
No.
is definitely an authority on being a good parent.
No, he is because he was given examples of how not to be.
Still think he
No,
is.
Kiritsugu's example of sometimes abandon the kid and have him fend for himself proved to be the correct method. It worked.
Well, look,
It
that's because
fucking worked.
that's
Sure
because
worked
Shiro
for
was
me.
broken already.
It worked. Bite me, it worked. Anyway, continue.
That's a cute slowpoke, Nazi.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, I already finished reading this page.
Mm-hmm.
He was always pursuing a dream like a boy. I was wary of his whims, yet at the same time, he always looked radiant to me. Maybe that's why I hoped to be like him one day. Well, childish as I might have been, I realized I needed to get my act together, since I had an old man with his head constantly in the clouds. That's why I developed a new martial art style called Way of the House Husband.
It is very funny to me that, like, that became a meme after and because of Shiro.
Wait, what
I hear
was
a
it?
sound.
I was trying to comprehend what that said in the bottom right. It's like one day high? What?
One day, one night.
One day, one night, I heard a sound.
The heavy, rusted hinges on the door creak as it's being pushed open. Light pours in through the crack in the door. My mind tries to shake off the slumber. Dia, that's you.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a girl because who else is senpai?
Well, it's not just
any
a girl; it's your permanent role. It's Sakura.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's her first
let me get her
piece
voice
of
then.
dialogue in the story.
Yeah, this is her inciting moment.
Yes.
Senpai, are you awake?
I hear footsteps drawing near, and I feel the winter air flowing in.
That's a girl. Morning, Sakura.
Yes, good morning to you too, senpai.
You can tell she's a girl because her eyes are taking up half her face.
Correct. Don't worry, that happens to the guys too. A lot of the time.
With Shiro, you can make the excuse, oh, he's a house husband. He's basically a girl.
True.
Brutal.
Senpai, it's morning. It's still early, but Miss Fujimura will be mad if she finds you sleeping here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for waking me up, as always.
It is no problem at all. You're always up early in the morning, and I often get to wake you up like this.
I'm not sure why, but Sakura looks more cheerful than usual.
I don't know about that. I think you wake me up more often than you think. And again, Fujine is brutal when she's the one waking me up, so I prefer you do it. Yep, I've learned my lesson. I'll try not to sleep in here next time.
He calls the teacher Fujine.
She stayed over and is his landlord, so their similarity in age and familiarity since childhood means she's basically a surrogate big sister.
Wow.
Hence, nay. Also, I need to dial down how he talks. He's a little bit more deadpan than I'm giving him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other thing is, I want to note that he just says, I think you wake me up more often than you think. I prefer you do it.
Yeah, cute.
Music
No,
to
no.
Sakura's ears.
No, like this poor girl is unknowingly having her heart toyed with.
I answer, still half asleep. My head's still not right, so even I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, okay, but personally, I'd prefer you not try too hard.
Sakura's giggling. Crap. I must still be so sleepy I've said something weird.
Give me a minute to wake up.
The cold winter air helps at times like this. The chill snaps my lethargic mind awake. In front of me stands my junior at school, Sakura Mato.
Mato.
Yeah,
Mato.
Mato. Oh, it's just Mato. Damn it. In my house's storehouse. And it's just about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm
Oh,
in my
why?
house's storehouse, damn it. It's just about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Why is she at his house?
You'll find out. It's not as weird as it sounds.
She's his commuting wife.
I thought the
Honestly,
thing
they-
was that he fell
They
asleep
just kind
at
of have an
school.
unusual friendship.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty wholesome, but the circumstances under it are kind of weird.
Hmm.
You'll get.
Kind of weird of your statement.
But for reference, Fujine, who is literally at his house, and you'll see her soon. Saga Fujimura is her name. She's actually his homeroom teacher. Basically considers Sakura to be like his wife in waiting. Is just waiting for Shiro to figure out that they're almost in a relationship.
Wow. The teacher ships
Yeah.
her students. Is this legal?
No, Sakura isn't one of her students, so it's fine.
Oh, yes. The teacher ships one of her
Also-
students with another student that isn't her student. That somehow
Yeah.
makes it better.
You know, that actually is going to be more normal in Japan.
Yeah.
In part because they have a little bit of earlier adulthood. Americans aren't adults until they're like 28 and been out of college for a while and spent 4 years unemployed.
Yeah.
Japanese people are adults at 18 when they go to college.
Also, you'd be surprised how common it is for like teachers to talk about like how like cute students are together.
Wow.
I mean, a reasonable person wouldn't be surprised, but a Dia might.
Yeah. Let's not go into that.
I just did. Anyway.
Senpai?
Yeah, I'm awake now. Sorry, Sakura. I did it again. I need to help you with breakfast.
Don't worry about that. You were up late again last night, weren't you? Then you should take your time this morning. I'll fix breakfast.
Sakura is practically bouncing with excitement. She's trying so hard to earn wife points.
Of course, it's bouncing for her, the one with big boobs.
That's odd. Sakura is really weirdly energetic this morning.
No, I'm getting up, honest. So let's head to the kitchen together. All right, I'm ready. Let's go, Sakura.
Senpai?
What? Is something wrong?
No, not exactly, but, I believe you should change before you head back inside the house.
Oh,
Finally look at myself. I fell asleep working last night, so I'm still wearing my coveralls. Coveralls I wear while working are usually dirty. Who knows what Fujine would say or do if I went into the house as is?
okay. Guess I'm not quite awake yet. I must be more out of it than usual.
I must be underestimating how well Shiro wears the "I'm dirty from working, so I look hot." It's like no be embarrassed to see him in color. Like bare check.
Nazi died?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I
I'll
think that's
not
a good
find
thing.
myself somewhat.
We never really liked him in the first place, but
Hello?
goodbye.
Darn it.
I'd counterspell his hello.
Again.
Ah, shit, he had more mana.
No, Ben, this is where you're supposed to say goodbye again, and I leave.
No, I explained to Dia while you were gone that I counterspelled your hello, but you had more mana, so I couldn't keep it down.
Damn.
So, when did I die exactly for you guys?
Don't worry about it.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
making, because I was, saying,
Don't
like,
worry, don't worry about it. We'll just get back to the script.
Yeah, let me
Alright.
read my line.
No. Let's
You
bring
might-
somebody else to speak.
Come on, you literally said earlier in this recording that Sakura is permanently my role.
besides, Miss Fujimura would be really
No,
angry.
just shut up.
Continue.
Continue for who, Ben?
You might be right, which is why you should leave breakfast to me and you should take it easy, senpai. Besides, Miss Fujimura would be really angry if she saw the mess here.
Yeah, then I'll get changed, so you go on ahead.
Okay, I'll be waiting, senpai.
waiting, senpai.
Alright, you already done the joke, now stop doing it.
Yeah.
I know, I just want to do it one more time.
Sakura quickly walks out.
Okay, then. I'll change into my school uniform first. Then I'll need to collect all the parts I left scattered around. The storehouse is in the corner of the backyard, and all sorts of junk is crammed in here. Though, I've always liked to tinker with gadgets, so the place is a treasure trove to me. The old man forbade me to go into the storehouse. I ignored his warnings and snuck inside almost every day. Now it's sort of a base for me. Shiro, not listening to what other people say since,
Forever.
2000, yeah, whatever, yeah. I guess you could call this place my real home, real room. The massive Emiya house never felt homey to me. I always felt at ease in here, surrounded by all this junk.
Cute.
Besides, it's wasteful. Maybe junk, but a lot of it still works.
The majority of the things in the storehouse are everyday things, mostly unusable. I'm not sure whether I brought it all in because I liked it here, or whether I liked this place because it was full of junk. Either way, I snuck into the storehouse almost daily, and I made sort of a hobby of fixing broken things. I'm not the type who gets attached to things, but it just didn't feel right to neglect things that are still usable. Or maybe it would be better to say the idea of doing that just bothered me. Which is why I stayed up all night trying to fix a broken stove.
I guess I'll be done tomorrow. Falling asleep midway is proof I'm not concentrating.
I tried to shake off my self-disgust at that. I gathered the parts for the stove and put them back on the shelf of things waiting to get fixed. There's no more room, though. Once I
Oh no.
fixed the stove, an old VCR is up next.
That was choppy. Was it just on my side, or did it sound like that for you as well, Ben?
Uh-oh,
Yeah, press
I
the
saw
button.
the symbol
I
go
have
up
no
in the
idea
top
what
right
you're
corner.
talking
Oh,
I have no idea what you're
what were you saying, Theo?
Oh, so I guess my connection was choppy.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw it go on the top right corner that the connection was getting unstable
Oh,
for a moment. Both of which were destroyed by Fujine. We can set that aside for now.
Okay then.
I changed into my school uniform. Since the storehouse is like my own room, I have all the essentials, including changes of clothes, in here. The rest are things like haphazardly drawn blueprints scattered all over the place, and literal junk from my failed attempts at fixing various things. Also, there's some sort of pattern carved in the storehouse's floor, perhaps used in some sort of altar in the past.
Okay. Gotta work hard again today.
I clapped my hands in prayer at the storehouse and turned towards my mansion. I walked from the storehouse to the mansion. This Emiya residence is a Japanese samurai-style house located on the outskirts of town. My old man wasn't from a notable family, yet for some reason he owned this giant house. That in itself was a mystery, and it also seems he didn't have any relatives here in Japan. And so when my old man died, there was no one else to inherit this mansion, so it came to me as his adopted son.
Oh, he
Though to be
died.
honest, I don't
Oh,
have any administrative abilities.
so there is no dad anymore, huh?
No, there was
Yeah.
Dad. The idea of Dad.
Kiritsugu was his dad for about 5 years and has been dead for about 5 years. Something like that.
And then,
Remember, it's a Japanese story, so that the parents have to be dead.
it's true.
So things like inheritance, property taxes, and any other complicated things are all handled by Old Man Fujimura. Old Man Fujimura is a major businessman who lives nearby. Kiritsugu described Old Man Fujimura as an old man who was like a Yakuza boss.
Like or a Yakuza boss?
Yes. Obviously, that was his own biased view. In fact, Old Man Fujimura is not like a Yakuza boss. He is a Yakuza boss.
Well, I called it.
You did! Congrats!
Yeah. To be fair, like you saw coming, right?
Yeah.
That may be a problem in itself, but I try not to dwell on it. Suddenly it makes a lot more sense why Taiga's like, oh yeah, I'm the queen bee here at this school as a teacher. Anyway, it's like I live in this giant mansion on my own. It's been 5 years since my old man died. Time sure does fly. I sigh, thinking about how much I've grown in those 5 years. I
Which is
trained
to
every day.
say, not at all.
Yep. I trained every day to become like Kiritsugu, but that's easier said than done. It's not surprising, since I don't have what it takes from the start. But the fact that I haven't improved at all these past 5 years forces me to reassess things.
You mean mage training, right?
If I had to sum up my current situation, I'd say I set the bar too high. I haven't even reached the starting line. No, rushing won't do me any good. For now, I just have to do what I can. Okay then. What I need to do now is...
Oh, we have dialogue options now.
It's our first option. So,
Do we pick the part that gives me more reading? Or
I'll let Ben explain.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I don't know the routes to choose in order to get outcomes you
All
might
right,
be
so
looking for.
I'll just give you a very rough guideline idea. When you are given these decisions, they either can help you progress the story, give relationship points to characters, which affect endings, or they can lead you to bad ends, which if you want to unlock the true ultimate ending of Fate Stay Night, you have to unlock every single bad end.
Mhm.
And
Well,
there's like
So-
over 50 of them.
This
I
is
will
actually
say
we have to discuss. Do I get freedom in picking dialogue options, or do we alter something?
You know
you're
what?
in charge. You're in charge of the final selection, except insofar as actually getting us to the conclusion of a route. Past a certain point, I will exercise my authority to tell you to just do what you're told. But ceteris paribus, all other things being equal, it's literally just up to you. So go click the Sakura one, since that's what you want to do.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And I was going to vote for
Excuse
that
me.
myself, so. Alright, I need to help Sakura. Making someone younger than me do all the work would be embarrassing, and I feel bad for Sakura coming here so early in the morning. but I'm too late. Breakfast looks to be done already. But Shiro, it's not being late. You're just on time to eat.
Yeah.
The appetizing scent of the breakfast Sakura cooked wafts towards me from the kitchen. Sakura finished cooking, and she's searching the cupboards for dishes.
Sorry, Oh, sorry, that's
Shiro
line, yeah.
talking. Yeah.
Sorry, I can at least serve everything, so go and sit down.
Eh? Oh, you're already here, senpai?
It wasn't exactly quick. It's already 10 past 6, and that's when we're usually eating breakfast. So, yeah, I overslept.
I don't
10
believe
past
that's
6
true.
is oversleeping. And,
Yeah, they sure wake up
guys
super early, huh?
That's amazing. If my day started so early that I needed to wake up around 6, that would mean that I'd get home an hour earlier.
For me, that would mean I have an extra hour to go to sleep because I set my alarm early on purpose.
If I had to wake up at 6, that would mean I would get at most 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, if you woke up at 6, you wouldn't wake up. You just go right back to sleep.
I can wake up if I need to.
So can I.
I don't believe
believe
that's
that.
true. We're not in any school clubs, so it's still early.
Sakura called her out for you, Ben.
I'm sorry. What's going on here?
Oh, I said Sakura called her out for you because Sakura said, I don't believe you.
Really?
Alright. Clubs have nothing to do with it. And if they do, you coming by in the mornings must be a lot of trouble, since you do have morning practice.
Oh, well, I want to do this, so please don't worry about me.
Yeah, you keep saying that, which is why I wake up early, club or no. If you're coming by, it would be rude to still be asleep.
If she didn't wake up, she'd be able to climb her levels and sneak, and that'd be too overpowered. To me, waking up early is waking up before Sakura gets here, and oversleeping means I make Sakura prepare breakfast on her own, like today. Though this arrangement started about only a year and a half ago.
You sit, Sakura. The food just needs to be plated and set on the table. So, at least let me do that.
I stand next to Sakura and pull out the dishes. Sakura has a surprisingly stubborn side, so she won't rest unless I really push.
Then let me help. I'll plan the food, so please take on the rice bowls, senpai.
No, I'm saying I'll do it all myself.
No, you shouldn't. You're the head of this house, so the least you can do in the morning is to sit and act all important.
Act all important? I wouldn't be much ahead of the house if I made you do all the work while I sit back, now would I? Come on, go and sit in the sitting room, Sakura.
And the Sakura looks cute. Well, by all means, please be that kind of head of house. I'm also doing this to pay you back for all the delicious meals you let me eat. So, I'd like for you to relax.
Hey, we split the cost of groceries, so you shouldn't worry about that. In fact, I'm the one who should be thanking you. Ever since you started coming by, I've been eating a lot better.
I knew it. You don't get it, do you, senpai? That's not why your meals are so good. Sorry, that's not why your meals here are good.
Huh? What do you mean?
No, never mind, but always slow scrolls. Never mind, but please feel responsible because I can't enjoy a meal anywhere else now. I can do better than that. No, never mind. But please feel responsible, because I can't enjoy a meal anywhere else now.
What? That's a weird thing to say.
It is, I didn't understand what she meant.
She can't enjoy a meal anywhere else. In other words, she only ever wants to eat here. What if Fujine hears that? She doesn't get sarcastic jokes.
Being with him makes the food taste even better than it already is.
You're right. It would be great if Miss Fujimura heard that.
Right, so don't say stuff like that.
Teehee. No, I won't. I won't say things like that, so I can help you, right, Senpai?
Sakura looks me in the eyes so naturally and calmly.
Fine, do what you want. If you want to so badly, I'll have you do everything.
Pulls out a marriage registration form. Okay.
Yes, I will do as I please.
Honestly, you don't listen to anything I tell you anymore, Sakura.
That's true. Maybe I'm becoming more like Miss Fujimura.
He responds softly as she reaches towards the cupboard. Dark hair gently falls over her shoulder, and the curves of her body catch my eye.
Excuse me? This is where we're going now?
At least one part of Shiro isn't dead.
Exclamation mark. Can you voice this, Ben?
Nope.
I can't explain it, but it's awkward. I'm not sure if it's our age, but Sakura's been looking more feminine lately. Her casual movements on her profile are so pretty, and I inadvertently avert my eyes. I thought that little inner monologue was going to go somewhere very different for a second.
Senpai? Is something the matter? Are you looking at my boobs? You can look.
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hmm?
Honestly, it's baffling. Why the hell am I getting nervous around my friend's younger sister? Sakura's just a really good and considerate younger friend of mine, and she's someone I need to look after. She's the younger sister of a friend of mine. We used to be friendly, though initially we weren't very close since she's a grade below me. It was only a year and a half ago that our relationship became more than what it is now. Sakura started to come and cook meals for me when I got hurt, and things kind of stayed like that. I think this arrangement was supposed to last until I got better, but I guess something or other happened, and somehow she ended up helping out with household chores. Either way, Sakura's a good cook, and her cleaning and laundry skills are perfect. Having her come early in the morning is a big help, but it's been disconcerting recently. Sakura isn't the problem. It's me.
No.
I'm sure being flustered by my friend's sister is part of the reason I feel guilty. Just say his name already!
No.
Usually I'm phased, but when I blush because I get caught off guard like now, I wonder whether that's problematic as you said that.
Underwater Nazi.
I could
Aquatic
redo it if
Nazi
you...
is my least favorite Nazi. He's not allowed to be a water type. We've decided.
I can redo
Yeah,
that
as we
line if
know,
it was-
Tangela, the Tangirls, is not water type, so stop sounding like you're underwater.
Breakfast is lined up neatly on the table.
Hello?
Hello.
A perfectly balanced meal of chicken with parsley salad, grilled salmon, blanched spinach, miso soup with radish and carrots, and grated yam soup.
That sounds so
Or
delicious.
you just decided to take over the narration now.
Do we ignore him?
Huh? Must be the wind.
Must have been the wind. Thank you for the meal.
Okay, now we're gonna do that again properly.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu!
Fuck.
I even started a second later for Dia's sake, and she still was slower.
I was going to read the English line, god damn it. But it's
Well,
right.
go to hell. This is heavily idiomatic and ritualized, so we should do it in the original.
True. Can
No.
we try again?
Sure.
No.
3, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 2, 1. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu!
I love the fact that Ben was doing the same thing I do to the kids during gym class.
Oh yeah. No. I do things to Dia like she's a kid sometimes to get her to rebel against it.
Because
Just
fuck
like a
you.
kid.
It works.
Sakura and I sit down and bow and begin our meal in silence. The gentle tapping of chopsticks is the only sounds in the room. Sakura isn't typically talkative. I hardly have anything to chat about during meals. So, we eat in silence. Normally it's much rowdier than this, but the person who usually causes the commotion is here. Must have watched a spy movie or something last night, because she's eyeing the two of us through a newspaper she propped up in front of her food.
Oh my god.
What a fucking nerd.
She's the worst.
Miss Fujimura, it may not be wise to read while you eat.
Sakura's remarks differently, but Fujine ignores
Diffidently.
her. Oh, Sakura remarks differently, but Fujine
Diffidently.
ignores her.
You're losing narration rights to Dia because you can't English. Dia.
Oh no, I was doing that on purpose, because he was like, hey. I'm like, okay, I'll make her feel nice. Fujine is acting weird, but her being weird at breakfast isn't really all that weird for her.
Being weird isn't weird when it's her.
Yeah.
Sakura is used to it too, and she's eating as if nothing's the matter. Sakura typically cooks up Western dishes. She really only began learning to cook Japanese dishes since she started coming here to help me out.
In other words, he taught her.
Cute.
Yeah, Sakura learned to cook simple Japanese dishes, at least for breakfast, because Fujine and I prefer them. Now Sakura's cooking skills have improved to the point she's better than me, and I'm the one who was teaching her. Her miso soup is flavorful and refined now, and she's even gotten to the point where she can grate yams to make yam soup. Actually, I think today's the first time she served yam soup.
So you're saying she improved to be better for Shiro? That is very heterosexual.
I don't know. Improving at a skill to do something for your partner, or to impress somebody, or to just do something for somebody else, is healthy and normal. It's the
Yeah.
expectation that somebody has to do that, and that only one person does, and that their worth is defined by it, that creates problems. You know, in other words, interpersonal relationships being imperialized by society rather than being our choices.
Damn.
We live in a society.
Anyway, TLDR, don't let the opinions of normies influence you. Just shoot them.
True?
Sorry, Sakura, could you pass the soy sauce?
Here. Oh, my son. Here. Oh, my senpai. You ran out of the soy sauce you usually use.
Then I can use Fujine's. Pass it over.
Miss Fujimura, do you mind?
Fujine nods. I imagine she's still looking at them through the rolled-up newspaper.
She is.
Yeah, the
She
newspaper
totally is.
shuffle.
She has a hole drilled through it.
Yeah.
Here you go. Are you going to use it for your yam soup?
Yeah, everyone puts soy sauce on grated yams.
A line of soy sauce streams from the bottle onto the grated white mound. I stir the mixture up and pour it over my rice. Take a bite.
So I actually recently discovered that you can buy soy sauce at the grocery store. And I have been
How recently?
adding
Wait,
it to my food.
I'm sorry. You just discovered that soy sauce is available in stores?
Yeah, I thought it was like not a thing here.
Dia, your
Hold it.
wait, no,
Hold it.
no. Dia, your country borders Japan. You have a
Maybe-
direct land border.
Maybe on the Far East side.
Which only exists to ship things to the west side.
Cool side. The
By
superior
the way,
side.
that was not a joke. That was literally accurate. Eastern Russia exists to ship stuff to Western Russia. That is a fact. That is a fact.
X can be funny too.
Russia really said, we
I'm
will have
not
our own
audience.
Silk Road.
It's that one astronaut meme. Wait a minute, I only exist to ship stuff to you? Always have been.
Exactly, it literally is. I'm very annoyed, by the way. A couple of times with Dia, I've just posted planet astronaut gun astronaut emojis, which, in other words, exactly that meme, just in emoji form, and she has not gotten the joke.
Damn it, Dia.
Wow. Autism things sometimes elude me.
And again, I shouldn't expect anything different from the person who couldn't figure out what type Tangrowth was by hovering over its name in Pokemon Showdown.
Shut up.
No.
I'm gonna wear that joke thin until the end of the year, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
Thing like a tangela tentacle.
Stickiness of the grated yam combined with the intense flavor of the soy sauce. There we go.
What the? This isn't soy sauce, it's oyster sauce.
Okay, no. It's gotta be more of an evil laugh than that, Dia. You're redoing that.
I'm
I
sorry.
refuse to let that go by.
Yeah, I was not satisfied with that laugh as well. How do you even do a tiger voice?
It's gotta be an evil laugh. Come on, Dia.
Tyga's the sort of person where everything she does is performative. So, like, she'll laugh like somebody trying to force out a laugh.
Oh,
It's like an evil.
okay,
It's like
I
an
can do that.
Ojo-sama. It's like a princess, like an evil princess from like a shoujo
No,
anime.
it's not. It's not the stupid Ojo-sama. Oh ho 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 ho. Let's not do that.
I didn't mean like that. I mean like with the same level of flair.
Okay, I got it.
That's fair. Actually, I completely agree. That's a great angle to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I approve.
Fujine tosses her newspaper onto the table with an enthusiastic flick of her wrists. Look at the wrist! Look at the wrist!
What did you think of my little stunt switching the oyster sauce and soy sauce lemos first thing in the morning?
War crime.
Correct.
Not so mysterious spy punches the air in victory.
Woohoo!
Who pulls a stunt like that first thing in the morning? You're going to turn 25 this year, but you're still the same childish Fujine I've always known.
She's 25.
I literally just sat down!
She's my age and she's a teacher. Damn, people in Japan advance fast.
Learning for the first time that people can act differently in professional settings than in personal ones.
Also, I really like her face with the torn mouth.
I hate it, but you're allowed to like it.
That'll teach you a lesson after yesterday. You and everyone else who ganged up on me deserve divine justice.
People can't enact divine justice. I knew you were weirdly quiet. I can't believe you've been plotting this since yesterday. You have entirely too much free time on your hands.
Which is funny, because considering the fact that teachers are supposed to, like, or expected to, like, hang out with each other for, like, 2 or 3 hours after school.
That's right. And because of that, I really need to get the work grading test. I really need to get the work grading tests. So I need to skedaddle or else I'll be in real trouble.
Professional
Zoom!
professional troll. She literally did not do her job because she had more of a priority to think of how to get back at Chiro.
I want to note
Yeah.
that my impression of her is that she's just kind of an attention whore who's been spoiled her whole life, and is a teacher because it means that everybody will have to keep paying attention to her,
Maybe.
and because it means that she gets to stay in the same high school that she was a queen of or something. I don't know. I've never had much of an interest in Fujimura.
Fujine sits back down and shovels her breakfast into her mouth.
Itadakimasu! Breakfast was great as usual, Sakura. Oh, it was my pleasure. She was just stunned by the oyster sauce thing. And now I'm heading off. You two will be in trouble if we're late for school.
And off she goes, stomping out into a rush. I'm gonna break into her house later on and unscrew her toilet seat. There's something terribly wrong with a world that allows someone like her to be a teacher. Shiro and Ben, aligning more than you think.
Senpai?
Sorry that Fujine hardly savored the breakfast you took so much work into making.
No, it's not that. What did you do to Miss Fujimura yesterday? She wouldn't usually go so far as to mess with someone's meal.
Well, I accidentally called her by her nickname.
Well, I guess there's no avoiding her getting angry again. And you didn't apologize?
Sorry, I forgot, but only because that kind of thing happens all the time.
Still not good. You know how much Miss Fujimura hates being called by her nickname? You made her cry again, didn't you?
They're always crocodile tears.
Not only did I make her cry, she also ran away like a scared rabbit. And thanks to that incident, yesterday's English class ended up being a study hall.
I call that a win.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone in class worked together to make an award for me from my notebook paper because of that. I threw it away, obviously. It's still not hanging up in my room right now.
Oh my, sounds like you brought that on yourself then, Senpai.
Fujine is like an older sister to Sakura, though she's typically on Fujine's side. Which is fine on its own. I wish she would consider the fact I have to deal with Fujine every day, all day long. Fujine was originally an acquaintance of my old man, and she swung by the house pretty frequently since I was adopted. She kept on coming over even after my old man died, and now she acts like a freeloader, eating breakfast and dinner every day.
Okay, she's fun.
Actually, it might have been thanks to Fujine that I was able to make it on my own after my old man died. And now, it is me, Fujine, and Sakura who are the residents of this Emiya house. But at the same time, I'm the only one who knows what my old man was a mage. They say mages have to keep that part of their lives secret. Which is why I've also been hiding from others that I'm learning magecraft after I became my old man's apprentice. Learning may be a bit of a stretch, really, since I can barely use magecraft properly. So it wouldn't make much of a difference whether I hide magecraft or not, but since it was my old man's dying wish, I've been training in secret.
So at least it's not like, hello, Shiro, you are a mage. He knew what he was getting into. That's good.
I mean, he also didn't. He admits in the narration earlier that he didn't even know what Kirai was like talking about, or didn't really put any significance on it. He just agreed because he was a young, impressionable kid.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely impressionable.
It's getting close to an hour, so we should probably make a cut somewhere soon, so the file isn't too big.
Let's
Okay.
make it when this breakfast scene is finished. I think it ends in like a minute or two.
Yeah, when the scene ends, we can take
Yeah.
a break. I'll get some water.
Yeah, sounds good.
I finish breakfast and go get ready for school. I put away the dishes with Sakura as I listen to the news on TV in the background. Sakura is looking blankly at the TV. A flashy caption reading, "Gas leaks continue," pops up on the screen.
Based.
There seems to have been a big accident in the neighboring city of Shinto. It happened in a building in a business district. Apparently, everyone on one of the floors lost consciousness from oxygen deprivation. Authorities have been calling it an accident resulting from gas leaks, but for some reason these incidents have been happening often.
Are you worried about the incident, Sakura?
Well, not really. I was just thinking that this happened in Shinto, which is very close to us. Senpai, your part-time job is in Shinto, right?
Yeah, but the shop's not that big. I don't think an accident like that would happen there.
Why do they stop the thing?
It's probably either oversensitive to your type, to your like clicking for the continue, or you're just clicking too hard.
I'm
I'm
actually
sure it's
using the
something
down
they do
arrow.
different.
Yeah, the fact that they flash the different images while the text is still happening, kinda annoying.
I mean, that's also just typical for visual novels.
Hmm.
Anyway, there we go. But I can't entirely ignore the idea either. Gas leaks can happen in any building, and it especially pains me to think that hundreds of people have fallen victim. Some say that these accidents are happening because of faulty construction work done during the rapid development projects in Shinto. Either way, I hope there won't be any more victims.
It's a disturbing story. We need to be careful, too.
Well, don't worry about that, Senpai. I always make sure to check that the gas is turned off properly, twice.
But you see, Sakura, it's rule of 3, not 2. Sokka proudly proclaims.
No, that's not my point.
Yep, I've always known Sakura was a little off too. Okay, there we go, scene change.
Yeah, so let's save and make a cut. Should we say goodbye and then hello again after our break? I don't know.
No.
No. Oh, fuck you, viewers.
Because you're gonna end up just putting these all together again anyway, and you're just gonna edit this part out.
I'm not gonna edit shit.
Oh,
I
that's too much work for you, yeah.
I think when we resume a part, we should act as though we were in the middle of reading the Communist Manifesto, and just like pick up mid-sentence as though that's what we were doing during the break.
I say if we're gonna reintroduce ourselves or do another intro for every single cut, we have to always keep saying, "Yeah, hello."
I mean, that sounds reasonable. So yeah, why don't
No,
we
but-
take...
Because Dio would like it if we kept saying, yeah, hello, and Dia's
Oh.
misery is a public good.
Well, I'm making a cut.